Hi everyone, Monique here, Little Gems Creations 1. Today I'm going to show you a stitch that has changed my life, or at least how I make scarves. I'm so excited about it, I can't wait to show you. And we're going to start that in just a moment. Monique here, Little Gems Creations 1. Today I'm going to show you a stitch that I discovered when I was looking at patterns on YouTube. I was looking at a cardigan that was really cute I wanted to make. I never did make the cardigan, but it was a really nice pattern. I think I even added it to my crochet playlist. So if you want to go check it out, you can do that. So today we are going to make a scarf using this stitch, and it is just so exciting. So today I am using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. You're going to need scissors, you're going to need a darning needle, and some yarn. I'm using this one. Unfortunately, I threw away the label because I do that. I get careless that way. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We are making a scarf, and we are making it without doing a chain. And we're going to make it lengthwise rather than widthwise. Okay, so first we're going to cross our yarn, and we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we are going to yarn over, go into that first chain. Whoops. Go into the first chain. Okay. Now, here's where the amazingness happens. Okay. So we are set up to do a double crochet, but we're not doing a double crochet, not yet. What we're going to do now is yarn over, and we're going to do a chain 1. Now we're going to complete our double crochet. So yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops. So where that chain 1 is, I want you to hold it, okay? So now yarn over into that chain 1, pull through, and then yarn over, chain 1. See, there's the chain 1. Hold it with your thumb, or however you can hold it. Yarn over, finish your double crochet. Yarn over into that chain 1, pull through. Yarn over, chain 1. Hold that chain. Yarn over, go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops to finish your double crochet. You're going to do this for the length that you want your scarf. Now, the way I make scarves for myself is I measure it with how tall I am, and then I do about maybe 4 inches extra. And that goes around my shoulders and hangs down nice. And then if I add tassels and stuff, then I can put it around my neck. And yeah, so you make it to the length that you want, okay? And you just keep doing this. So you're making it to the length you want. Now, don't forget, it has stretch. Now, the beauty of this is when you do a chain, you know how your chain side is always a little bit tighter than the other one? Look at this. Okay, I'm going to let go. But they pull the same on both sides. You'll see it as you have a longer chain. So, or not a longer chain, more stitches. So, keep doing this in through your, do a chain 1, yarn over, and finish that double crochet. And then yarn over into that chain 1, pull through, chain 1, and then finish your double crochet. Now, do this for as long as you want it, and you're going to be a pro by the end, because usually scarves are like 150, 200 stitches, maybe longer if you like longer scarves, or shorter if you like the kind of scarf that just sits within your jacket. And I'm doing it with this kind of yarn, which is 100% acrylic, which is a little bit scratchy or whatever, but just so it's easy to see. But this has changed my life. I am never making scarves widthways again. Well, maybe I will, because I kind of love all kinds of crocheting, but it's just, to me, this is so exciting because I can much better sit while I'm watching TV and do like a long row rather than back and forth, because the back and forth drives me nuts after a while. I don't know if you're the same. Let me know in the comments if you're the same. Some of these repetitive crochet things just drive you nuts. So yeah, do about, I don't know. I'm 5 foot, so I'm gonna do this 5 feet, maybe a bit longer. And yeah, so it's so simple, but it is really nice. I've made a scarf like this. I used that velvet yarn, and oh, it was just amazing. And look at that. See, it has the same give on both sides. I'm just so excited. Okay, I know no one gets this excited about crochet, but I do. That's why I make all these videos, because it teaches you something, helps me remember what I did last time, because I've never made two things exactly the same. So anyway, do this for the length you want, then meet me back and I'll show you what we do to go up to do the next row. Okay. Okay, so I counted for you guys, and I never count my stitches on scarves, but since I've discovered this pattern, but I did 190 stitches. So what you do once you've got it to the length you want, you're going to chain one, only one. Turn your work, and now you're going to double crochet. Oh, and that 190 stitches counted my chain 3 from the beginning. So you chain one, and you're double crocheting all the way to the other end. Okay? And all you're going to do, so you're going to do this back and forth until you get to the width you like. The last one I did 9 rows. So, and if you want to switch it up, you can change colors. You can use variegated yarn. I'm just using this because I have a hat that I made that goes with this. I can show you the hat real quick. So there's the hat. So I'm making a matching scarf. So do this for however many rows you want it, width-wise. I'm probably going to do 8 or 9 rows. And then meet me back and I'll show you how we do the tassels. Okay? Okay, so I am at the end of my scarf. I did 9 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to cut my yarn. And pull my tail through my loop. Okay, now we're going to quickly just use our darning needle and hide these threads. Oh, got caught on my charm bracelet. Okay, so the way I do this is I go in the stitch, and I'm not going all the way through the front, I'm just going through the loops. Okay, and I hold that so that it doesn't distort my stitches. Then I go a little bit back, so I'm coming out here, but I go a little bit back, and then I go down a different path. And then I go a little bit back, and then I go another one. And then I just keep doing that. So always start a little bit back, and I'm not going to knot it. You can if you want to. I never have a problem. So there we go. So I'm just going to give that a snip, and that thread is done. Now, of course, you're going to do the same to the other end. I'm not going to do that right now because I want to show you how to make the tassels. Okay, So what I do is I have this piece of cardboard. I have used this piece of cardboard for many, many years. And it's just an old, I think it's an old garbage bag flap or something. Mine measures 4 3/4 inches roughly. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I did 9 rows and I want 2 strands per row because a strand will give me 2 tassel threads, which 2 each would give me 4 tassel threads. So anyway, I want to wrap around my cardboard 18 times. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, and you make sure that you end at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to cut this. Now the reason I'm using the cardboard is that so all my yarn is the same length. So then I cut that and I have all my threads and they're all the same length to do my tassel. So what I'm going to do is for every post, I'm going to put a tassel. So there's 9 posts because we did 9 rows. So here's how I do it. I have to bring my scarf up so that it doesn't fall down. Okay. So I'm going to take 2 threads that are the same length. Okay. I'm going to put the ends together and I've got the middle up there. I put it in my hook. I go to my post and okay, now hold on. So I got this here. First I'm going to go through my post and I'm going to grab the loops, pull them through, and then I take the tails and I pull them through like that. Okay, and then pull tight. And that is my first tassel. If you want more threads, by all means, do more wraps. Okay, so again, 2 ends together. I'm going into where that post is, pulling it through by the loop, and then taking the ends and pulling the ends through. Okay, and there's my second one. See how they're both going the same way? And we just keep doing that along. Okay, so put my ends together and then I go through, I grab the loops, sorry, I'm doing this around a camera, so I'm looking more awkward than I need to be. I actually am. Okay, so then I got the loops, I pull the tails through the loops and pull tight. And this is what we've got so far. And you keep doing that all the way across. And then what you do to one side, you do to the other. And that's, then at the end, you just bring your tassels all together like you would for a haircut, and you just trim them to make them even. And that's how you make this sweater, or not sweater, this scarf with this amazing stitch. I just love it. And look, you don't have one side that's shorter than the other. They're the same. I'm so excited about this. I'm never making scarves the short way again. Well, I say never, but you know. This is just like my new favorite way. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And if you want to see a new video of mine, then check in with me on Thursdays, because I try and do a new video every Thursday. Keep going, get your scarf finished. I mean, this one took me all day, but it shouldn't have, because don't forget you can like shimmy these around, because I had to give kids rides places and make supper and put the dog out and blah blah blah. Sorry, I just don't like the place now. Make it more central. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Isn't that cute? I just love it. Okay, so hit the like, subscribe, and watch for my next video next Thursday. Bye now.